Taurus, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. I waited to do your reading till today because the moon is in Taurus, and I thought it would be a perfect astrological recipe to call in the energies for March for you. I hope everyone's doing well, everyone tuning in. Welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all of your support, Taurus. Let's get started. Today we're going to take a look at the overall general energy for March, the hidden truth, and we'll also get some important advice from Spirit as always. And let's call Spirit in. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's get started. Where are we going to go first? Let's start with the tarot. Sometimes I pull from an oracle deck. As you know, we're going to be bringing those messages in as well, but let's start with the When Women Had Wings Tarot. Let's see what this deck wants to tell you about March. Let's see. Current energies, Taurus. Where are you at? What's the vibe? How are you feeling coming into this reading? Beginning of March. Where have you been? Where do you see yourself heading? All right. We've got, oh, wow. Family matters. 10 of Cups, but making sure everybody's okay, making sure everybody's healthy, happy. 10 of Cups. All right, this is emotional fulfillment. Let's see what's crossing the 10 of Cups. Ooh, something being pulled in two directions when it comes to... Two of Pentacles is a card of juggling. So you could be juggling a lot right now when it comes to life, family matters, work matters, home matters. Making sure, I just keep getting this, just want to make sure everybody's good. You could just have a lot of connections that you're dealing with coming into this reading where things have been just a lot on your plate. I'm getting that. This is the card of juggling a lot. I'm getting that more than any kind of decision. You may just feel like you have energy diversified in multiple directions at this time. Let's see what the overall general energy is for, King of Wands. Well, you have the energy for it. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're responsible for. I'm getting a very solid energy coming off of you where you are being very directed, motivated. Your drive is very high in the month of March to handle whatever comes your way. I think that you've been juggling a lot anyway, so you're like, I can handle it. I mean, this is nothing new. Opportunity, death. That's very significant for March. Something is transforming or coming to an end in the month of March. Could be a situation you've been dealing with around a family situation. I don't know why. Sometimes I get 10 of Cups more as just an individual feeling of happiness, wholeness, fulfillment. But for some reason, I keep getting this family vibe. The challenge, we have the 8 of Cups. Some of you are looking at deep wounding patterns around the relationship that you've had with people for a long time, whoever that is in your life. I'm saying family because usually that's our longest standing contracts. But there's some emotional baggage in the challenge of you releasing something that may have ended or is going to end this month or needs to transform. Overall, you are going through a significant change in the month of March, not surprisingly. I mean, we have so much activity going on in the ethers around all the astrology of eclipse season and Venus in retrograde. You are ruled by Venus, so I'm not surprised that you could be reviewing, reassessing, reevaluating endings in general and the emotional baggage that accumulated from that, and you're releasing a lot. This is when we connect the dots and look at our patterns and go, oh yeah, that's got to go. This needs to stay. I learned this lesson. I'm not repeating that again. That kind of thing. Immediate future, Page of Cups. Ooh. This is wonderful work because you're saying, you know what? Maybe I've been through a lot and I'm juggling a lot. I have the motivation and drive to push forward this month. No matter what comes up, I know how to deal with it. And there's some sort of hopefulness and curiosity around opening to something new in the near future. What's the hidden truth for the month? Ooh, the Devil. You may be looking at either a pattern that has been a part of your learning, or it could be an external energy. The Devil lately for me, honestly, I'm getting less of a toxicity and more of this is a pattern that I'm trying to overcome. All right. Now let's get into a few life oracles to clarify a little bit. I just want to get more of the pulse on the month of March for you. Let's get just a few messages from Spirit. You are going through a metamorphosis. You could be dealing with a heavy mirroring effect with a relationship in your life. It could be, I'm getting for some of you, your mother, a significant other. I'm getting a female energy. Doesn't have to be, but I am getting some sort of mirroring effect. Or it could be if you are a parent, your mothering aspects. It's almost like sometimes, you see the significant growth for those of you who have children, and you see how different they are and the things that you've overcome in your healing and how you're not passing that down. And it's almost like these little beings or young adult beings or even adult beings, they're living their lives differently because of the healing work you've done. I don't know why I'm getting this holistic perspective of your ancestral generational trauma and significantly changing that. Metamorphosis Mirage. Transform and rise, Taurus. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. Yeah. You are being illuminated by I think that's a sun and what is it? Is it a sextile of the sun during the full moon coming up mid-month? There's something around something being illuminated around your transformation and no longer repeating a pattern. Cavern of Secrets. Unveil the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. You're going deep into your emotional history. And you are going through some sort of phoenix alchemical process here. Wherever you have significant fire energy, it's being highlighted this month. Or it could be a fire sign around you that has fueled a lot of your growth in the last few years, I'm hearing for some of you. It's like every time you've had to contend with this energy internally, where your fire is being ignited, or externally. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows of fear. Yeah, you've got some sort of patterning and fear coming up. There's something being revealed this month to you. It feels very mystical. I'm going to find out what this is, but it's transformative. It has a lot to do with what's going to make you happy, Taurus. Like really, truly happy. That might be your holy grail, where this Page of Cups is coming from. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough nut to crack. I can tell this one, Taurus. This one's gonna. You all are gonna give me a mystery here to solve. Let's see. I'm gonna get a few animal spirit messages before we clarify with further tarot cards. Let's get some messages from the animals. See what's going on with this King of Wands, this fire energy. You stepping up, taking the lead. There you go. Wow. Major metamorphosis. Now we have another butterfly coming in. On butterfly wings. Transformation is beautiful. I love it. I almost get this, you're coming back to life type of energy. If you had a difficult time, I'm hearing towards the end of 2024, last, quarter of 2024, whatever decisions you made at that time, you're blossoming now in a brand new life, a brand new energy. And it's like you made the right choice. I'm hearing that. And I think there's some sort of butterfly effect happening because of that. Look at all the butterflies and being crowned right there. Very Empress energy. You have a different perspective. You have a more 5D perspective. Look at that moon too behind the butterfly. You could be going through a significant shift this week. Card number 11, they're pointing out as well. In your frequency, in your awareness of you looking at life from a more spiritual perspective and wrapping up. It feels like you're wrapping up a significant cycle of growth where you've done a lot of shadow work. You've transformed a significant amount. You've come out of hardship. Ooh, now we have the Rhino Spirit. I'm going to take both these since you're last. We're going to say these both go together. Everyone's been getting this Electric Eel Spirit, bringing your ideas to life. Maybe after some sort of significant ending. It could be an ending, whatever it has ended or has come to a close in your life, whether it's wrapping up a lesson or a significant life change, whether it's in work or in love or in a family dynamic. You have the energy and the motivation to birth new dreams at this time. And you are overcoming through sheer determination, and I'm hearing wit. There's something around your tenacity this month that's going to pay off around bringing an idea to life, and whatever obstacles are in your way, you're going to overcome them. Those want to come out together. Very transformative. All right, let's go into the Eight of Cups. Let's talk about this emotional baggage. What's the message? Scarab. Of course, magic works through you, through this transformation. Gosh, there's a very mystical vibe here too. And you taking flight, and you have the hawk. Let spirit be your guide. You're surrendering to a certain extent here, a lot of emotional baggage from your past. It could have involved a fire sign that was significant in your transformation and the decisions that you made at the end of last year to not repeat a cycle. And now you're realizing, you're rising like that phoenix, realizing that magic is now speaking through you. And you are fully surrendered to the spiritual realm, to spiritual awareness. I'm telling you, I saw a significant leap in your growth towards the end of 2024, like the last 3 or 4 or 5 months of 2024. And now you're finally, now that we're in the 3rd month of 2025, you're seeing your whole new life take shape. And you may be juggling a lot, but it's almost like you're prepared for this. You're ready for this. You cleared a lot. And you still have a little bit more left. I don't think we're ever really truly done with our healing work, but you could have a significant shift. I'm hearing even in your friendships, relationships that feel like they match you and they have more spiritual depth to them. And it's allowing you to kind of take off this feeling of anxiety or being in survival mode. Gosh, I'm getting so much more than just the cards themselves from where you've been and where you find yourself in March. I love it. You're truly letting go of things that aren't serving you at all. And a lot of it, too, it may not even be people, places, and things. It's more beliefs about self and about what's possible for you, Taurus. Page of Cups. This is Page of Cups. What's animal? We have bat. A rebirth is assured. You are. It's almost like, you're lightening up. This feels very similar to Libra, and you two are sisters here, sharing Venus. There's a lot of preparation that you underwent prior to the retrograde. And so you could be fully prepared and immersed to discard the cloak of the past once and for all. See, we have to move through the physical removal of certain things, and then it's the energetic removal. And I feel like this month is the final phase of that removal of old energies, old way of life, old routines, old beliefs about self. A rebirth is assured. Again, there's this third eye activation here. You're going through a beautiful spiritual rebirth. And I think that you've had to contend. The hidden truth is this devil energy. Let's see the animal around that. Moth spirit. Wow. You've got bat, scarab, moth. It's very like underworld, right? Going deep into the shadow, looking at other people's shadows and now seeing through that. And I think that sometimes that can be hard because once you significantly rise to a certain spiritual frequency, you feel more of the pain of the world. And that's when we need to really create these safeguards around our nurturing bubble of our inner community that just gives us that goodness, that beautiful vibration of love, unconditional support. You're transforming out of a way of operating that you had to indoctrinate from a previous version of yourself. You're being called to surrender completely now. And that's what Libra, it feels like both of you, Libra and Taurus, because of this Venus in retrograde, you're wrapping up a significant cycle of karma and transformation, where you could look back a year and a half ago when the South Node, was traveling through Libra, which rules Venus. I think that you kind of were wonder twins around that. And you maybe feel now you're like, wow, I made it through a significant time period in my life. And March is all about you realizing how much you've changed and grown and how much is new in your life and how much you have to look forward to, because you're now aligned outside of that karmic wheel of just feeling like lesson after lesson after lesson. I feel like you're getting a nice welcome break, a sigh of relief in March. Feels that way. All right, now let's go into the Astro Matrix. I love this. And if you have this deck, look up all of these energies. I'm not going to read them all, but you have like all of these winged messengers here. The hawk, the butterfly, the bat, the moth. Interesting. Love it. And this too, when I see a lot of winged messengers in spirit, this is being able to operate from a higher spiritual perspective. You get to see all the different dimensions and layers of the world around you. And it's a beautiful graduation point. Now let's clarify the King of Wands. Love it. Yes, Taurus, Major Arcana, the Magician. You are manifesting, cleared out a lot of the clutter that keeps you from. Wow, now you have a tower? What the heck? And we have the Chariot in reverse. Interesting. Woo. Something, you're dropping control. That's what that feels like. Because King of Wands is like, I'm going after it. You've been pausing and you're looking at your fire energy and how to transform that and not direct it towards things that aren't going to build what you want in life. There's something that you've manifested a dismantling around your expression of your fire energy. And it's like, this is the lesson you've learned, is how do I take my motivation, my passion, my desire, and build and go towards fulfillment. And what is unstable in my life and what doesn't belong. It's almost like, you're in an assembly line and you're making sure that what's coming through is right, like it has everything that it has to have in order to be released. These are major, major energies for March. A Chariot in reverse is halt, pause. And this is more so not a situation in life. This is more like you were learning that when it comes to major surprises, let's pause before reacting. You're changing the way you deal with whatever comes into your life that feels unstable or a surprise. There's something that's taking you it's hitting your family life. but it's like your response to it is different. I picked this up on your last reading where you're like the mediator, the calm one in the storm, and you're taking this passion, this fire energy, and you're working on manifestation. And it's almost like you don't realize that what you've been working on manifesting is plowing through a major tower moment, but the way you're handling it, it's actually, how do I explain this? You're realizing what had to be dismantled in the past and that you actually manifested that. I think that you had to say no to something in the past. You said, I'm not moving forward with this. And something had to crumble. And this is what I mean. It's out of your own transformation in your vibration that actually brought it on. It was almost like a test. It's very similar to Libra, but different energies. This was bigger for you. This was a very significant test. That's why I was talking about this energy. You made a decision in the recent past that has put you where you are now. And I think you're looking back and going, oh my God. Because at the time, it's not what you wanted to happen. But now I feel like you're looking at it. This is like pulling over at the side of the road and looking at like something that fell apart. And you're looking at the remaining pieces and going, wow, that had to happen. I wouldn't be here now. It had to happen for my own transformation. Look how beautiful this is. You've become, Taurus, you've become brand new out of something that fell apart that you didn't realize you were manifesting. This is when you wake up one day and you're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this job. I don't want to be in this relationship. This has got to end. And then you go through this chaotic period of upheaval and you're just trying to get through it. And then a little time passes and you look back and go, wow, look at where I am now. And that's what you're doing. You're reviewing and reflecting on something from the past. And the courageousness that you had to have to face something that was shadowy in your world or within you. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. That was significant. This month is a significant awakening around your path. The Hangman. The Hangman over the Death. Wow, look at all these majors. Taurus. Now we have the Knight of Swords. I think that you've been pausing. Ooh, you are. Yeah, you've got. This is I think what you're learning is when you start to not trust a situation, you got to pause. You learning how to say no without feeling guilty about it and doing it in a delicate way. You're protecting your energy. There's some obstacle around what you want to achieve in your opportunity for the month of April. I'm sorry, April. Why do I keep wanting to go to April? I did this with Libra. There might be some significant fruition point in April for you beyond the retrogrades of March. I think you're realizing there's something, your opportunity, there's something that you could be feeling like somebody around you is going too fast and it's a pattern from the past. Whether it's they want to put this, it could be anything in your life, but it's when you get pressured to move too fast towards something and you're like, wait a minute, I'm not ready for that, or I need a minute. And then there's this, I don't know, there's something that you're taking a look at and seeing it from a different perspective and realizing, wait a minute, I think I could be rushing into something. And you need to listen to what that is telling you because it's bringing up some sort of deceptive energy here. Your spirit, your true self, high self is really speaking loudly to you about maybe you were getting involved in a situation that you thought was one thing, but then it's turning out into something else. And you're starting to look at it and go, uh-oh, this is reminding me of something from the past. I need to tiptoe delicately around this. I think you're putting an end to something that you're seeing things from a different perspective now. And it's something around, it's going too fast because you have the Chariot in reverse here. Like you could be rushing towards something and you're just like, it's too reminiscent and it's making you juggle two different perspectives around if this is right for you or not. Page of Cups. We have it in the near future. Now we have it in the challenge. Yeah. You just need to, here's the thing, Taurus. Take your time with what's unfolding in the month of March, because if you try to rush past something, it's meant to slow down for a reason, so you can see it from a higher perspective. These two significant shifts of energy with the animal spirit medicine, let spirit be your guide and magic works through you. With the 8 of Cups here, you're being challenged to release something and turn your back to it. We have 2 cards here of walking away from something that I think you realize, I gotta go. I gotta go. But it's almost, sometimes this is when we're afraid to make a significant life decision because of the ramifications that it has on other people. But I see here your challenge is in slowing. There's a lot of energy indicating do not go towards anything fast in the month of March, because you're being guided to slow down and ground your energy. Focus on your career. You may have something beginning around a love situation or an apology. There's something significant going on with another person that is very passionate about you, Taurus. But you may actually see that this person isn't who you thought they were, or there's something that is like so fast. I mean, this kind of feels like it could be a love bombing situation where you're like, wait a minute, I need to pull back and really get my head around the situation. I don't know why I'm getting that. And if it's not a love bombing situation, I think that you could be really curious about making a significant career change. And you're just worried about how that's going to impact your family life, your money sector, your stability, your security. God, this is significant. Whatever this transformation is, whatever's coming to an end this month, the Spirit is saying you need to slow yourself down, ground, follow your routine, focus on your self-care. You could be dealing with 2 individuals too, and that's why you could be like, I don't know. Let's see, Page of Cups. Death again. High Priestess, yes. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. This is beautiful work. Taurus, you're grounding in such a beautiful energy in the near future. I feel like you've had a lot thrown at you recently, energetically, just circumstantially. That's why you're juggling so much and you're just trying to like just keep it together here. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, but there's something coming to an end. Page of Cups could be a younger energy in your life where there's been a significant shift in the family around this individual, and making sure, just getting this vibe of this rebirth too, of you going back to a lighter frequency and feeling like you've stripped something away that you didn't need anymore to hold on to. Allow your High Priestess energy, allow your intuition to guide you through this transformation. This is a powerful rebirth, but it's a rebirth in your stability in self, your sense of security. I think that if you had any aspect of wanting any kind of connection to last, even though it was unsustainable, you've learned through that. You're just looking at everything in your life at this time in March, and you're learning from a recent connection that fell apart, or a connection that you was off and on. Because I'm seeing a lot of stop, start, distrust, letting go. Then, it's almost like you might have somebody around you that doesn't want to let you go, but you're having to exercise a lot of strength of will to move past it, because there's not a lot of trust here anymore. Why? Because I'm getting these pages coming in as someone who's curious around you. We've got 2 people here, at the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So You're being guided to slow yourself down. And if you do have somebody new in your life, that's a newer situation that you're dating. Pages are, Page of Cups is, dating. I want to, go out and, do stuff and get to know you. Like I said, if someone is really like, you're the love of my life and you've only known them for like 2-3 months, be careful. Because I think if you followed that pattern in the past, you just want to make sure it's right for you. Someone could have deep, deep feelings for you, but just because they have feelings for you, or reverse the roles, you get to decide what's best for you, Taurus. And I feel like you're going through a need to be practical and slow down. And that's your challenge because there's some baggage that's coming up from the past that you're still releasing. And while you may be going through this, it's like, be careful what you take on and commit to while you're going through this significant rebirth. Let's keep going. Now the devil. And that might be what's I'm getting overall, Taurus, is that you tend to put the needs of others before your own. And there's something going on in your life in March where you're seeing it obviously. Kind of like, oh my, the glass is becoming see-through. And you're looking at this pattern and you're like, I need to put myself first. I need to put what's best for me first. Whether that's the tempo of a situation, going to the next phase with somebody. And it's like, yeah, I think you could be saying no to something. I don't know if it's one person or somebody new or somebody old, but there's some sort of no. I'm getting a strong no to something in your life that you're seeing the signs and the red flags over. Star, 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Yeah, like I said, either you're letting go of a past person and you've got somebody new in your life and just the interactions with the new person is making you see how much you undervalued yourself in the past and you're doing a lot of healing work through a new relationship, or you're actually letting go of somebody and you are walking away from them. And we have 2 deaths, 7 of swords. We've got 2 8 of cups. We've got the devil. I'm seeing the significant transformation going on where you're being pulled in 2 directions between the past and the future. So Spirit is saying, you know what? Keep releasing when it comes to your romantic history around what doesn't serve you, leading to your ultimate desires. You have a lot of hope and faith in what's possible, but you're removing a lot of fear. Fear, devil. Oof. I don't know if you've got someone in your life that's helping you restore the fear, or you're just holding on to the hope for what's next, knowing that what you've been dealing with for quite some time now isn't going to serve you. So some of you, I'm getting a lot of different groups of you. Some of you, you've already said goodbye to the past. You have a newer person, but you're like, this feels like a love bomb. I can't do it. But it's bringing up all this old baggage, old fears, doubts, insecurities, worries, because you're like, I don't know. You're, juggling, maybe being in 2 minds about what to commit to, because 10 of Cups is like, what's going to be best for you? And that's maybe what you would consider other people's wants and needs before you would actually really check in with yourself. And that's what's shifting, Taurus. You're learning how to check in with you, having the courage to answer the call to your own inner voice first, and let that guide you, and then surrendering and letting fate take over, letting spirit take the lead. There's a certain amount of awareness and discernment, and then we let go of control. And I see you doing that. But you're definitely releasing something in March that is very significant. And it really is. It's fears over commitment, love, fulfillment, your star energy. This is our hopes, our faith, and the love that gets us through to the other side of significant endings and transformations. But this is a powerful rebirth in your life. I'm getting guided to do a Keeper of the Light. Let's see what's going on. This was a significant reading. Something is ending. I don't know what it is, but it needs to. Like I said, it's either a past person or you have something newer that is significantly changing. Expect miracles. You've got the Holy Spirit with you this month. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Interesting. You need to watch the Libra reading because Spirit had Libra's back too. You think the 2 of you are going through a similar significant transformation. an alchemical process around your past karma and the baggage around that and letting it go. And like I said, in Libra, it's like a chef's kiss to the past, knowing that you're not going to keep repeating a pattern of allowing in fear that is pinged from energies that don't match you, especially not where you've been, but where you are now and who you are becoming. And that's the thing about this higher timeline now. Do we have enough spiritual awareness to actually have healthy boundaries, to discern practically, logically, not beyond the pull of somebody, to discern whether, you know what, is this really going to fit my life? Are we compatible? You know, is this healthy for me? Are we both in a process of healing together? And am I going to become codependent? Am I going to put this person's wants and needs first? So these are all the questions you should be asking yourself when it comes to love and the hidden truth here. So it's like you're surrendering and letting go of control, but you're also letting go of a lot of stuff from the past. It's quite powerful, quite powerful. Let's get one consciousness card. Commitment. Yeah, you're taking a look at commitment and the fears around that, and making sure that the energy that you're dealing with is really matching where you're going and what you want and need for your family overall. I think you're pausing long enough to recognize that there's something that needs to significantly change in your life, that may be a little bit of like this bittersweet experience. I don't know why, but I'm getting you having a conversation with someone and letting them down gently, or saying, you know what, this is not the right time. Or you might not be ready for something because you're still releasing stuff from the past, or you're dealing with some other things in your life that we all have to determine when it comes to letting in new people, if it's aligned with us and if it's the right time for us. Because this is a question of commitment. And if it's not you, this could be someone around you. The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves and all aspects of our being, and with unwavering belief. So it's almost like I'm getting that beyond a reasonable doubt, right? Are you sure, right? Are you as committed as, as you should be, or are they as committed as they should be to building something that is going to not crumble? Because it doesn't have the elements to support a healthy foundation. There's something that is being pushed too fast, too soon for you, and you're recognizing some flags here, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. So I feel like there's some sort of turning away from something and you focusing on you this month. Let's now get the masculine and feminine energies, Taurus. And I want to pull the Empress and see what's surrounding you. Just saw the Hangman. Surrendered perspective. That's your opportunity. You're looking at something with fresh eyes going, wait a minute. I don't know if I can trust the situation. It's moving too fast. I don't know why. Don't rush into anything in the month of March, okay? Anything at all. Let's find the Empress here. Where is the Empress? Give me one moment here. She is in this part. Where are you, sweetheart? Oh, wow, there she is. Yeah, wow. Interesting. You do have a tower. This is something that's going to take you by surprise. You could have a brand new opportunity coming in. It's going to create powerful movement. This is the masculine energy. I feel like someone really wants to connect with you, communicate with you, be with you in a new beginning, and it could come as a surprise. You could have the past and the present colliding this month. This is the time period in Venus in retrograde, you're ruled by Venus, where an ex could come back. And that might be why you're like, you know what, this isn't going to serve me. You could already be dating somebody else and someone else comes back. I don't know. There's some sort of collision course going on this month, Taurus, for you. I would be prepared for just slowing your energy down and focusing on you and the routines and the practices that keep you grounded this month, because it seems like there's some sort of love life upheaval. In the feminine, yeah, it is the past. Because now you're juggling two minds. We have the Seven of Swords again with the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Look at him. He's looking at this Ace of Swords and going, I'm seeing the signs. I have clarity. You're also looking at your wounds from the past around not trusting a situation when you see the signs. It's almost like you got to rip the Band-Aid off this month and do something difficult, but it's for the greater good for your life in general. I don't know. I'm getting you saying no to something. That's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. And be careful with the past coming back. And you know what? If something does come back, it's for you to take a look at it and look at the wounding around that and to find more clarity. There's some sort of peace. What is the purpose of this person if a past person's coming back? Queen of Swords. Boundaries. The Wheel of Fortune. There's some sort of fated return. Some sort of fated return around the past. Now, this doesn't mean it's physical. It could mean energetic, where it's just the energy surfacing and you're like, oh, ew. I see clearly now where I made decisions that went against what was really healthy for me. This is when we get attached to people that we know aren't healthy, but it's a karmic contract and there's nothing wasted here. It's all for our own growth. So you are growing in leaps and bounds, but this has to do with trust issues from past situations and seeing things clearly. Like I said, this whole reading is about you seeing from a spiritual perspective now, seeing everything clearly, right? Any deception around you. This masculine energy, you're going to be surprised. Someone's making a comeback here. If not, these are these wands coming in. It's almost like be careful getting attached to someone too soon physically, because they may not be, it may be too much too soon. I'm getting that for some of you. I don't know why. I'm getting a love bomb situation. So be careful. All right, Taurus, that is my reading for you. Take care. Namaste.